We are back on the Morning Brew with Friends. We're joined with Vicky Finnegan and Nick Pavlakos, and you guys are here talking about the Equestrain Cup, which is coming up. And this isn't barrel racing, and this isn't team roping, this isn't bull riding. This is a different kind of equestrian cup, right?
It's called the Hunter Jumper Competition, and there's 4 different riding classes, and you will see some jumping, some barrels, some agility, some speed.
This is the kind of stuff that's more like the Olympic style horse racing, horse riding, some of it, right?
Yeah, that's actually right. And it's actually the only competition worldwide that men and women compete against each other in the same format.
Oh, that's very cool.
In other words, they're not segregated.
And you get to wear the awesome
stuff.
boots, you get to wear the awesome hats. It's the great thing, right?
Yeah, it is pretty kind of cool.
So take me back, because I know that the Equestrian Cup, it had been run by the 2030 Club for years and years and years.
Correct.
And then the Rotary folks stepped in and helped out, right?
Actually,
tell me the story.
Well,
there.
okay, what happened was, for whatever reason, the 2030 Club let the event go. I've always thought whoever developed this event was a complete genius. That's what my feelings were. I don't know who did it.
It's horses, it's great food, it's
Live
wine,
music, artists,
Right.
silent auction.
It's all at Expo New Mexico, right?
Right.
So you can spread out, you have plenty of room.
Right.
It's also all ages. Kids 12 and under are free, and there's a kids corral, a whole zone just for them. And since one of our beneficiaries is the Explorer, they have a
Little Explorer set up there.
little
That's
section
perfect.
for the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah. So, but you guys were, you said this is like, you loved that event from the beginning,
From the get-go,
right?
Yeah, right. And so I always thought it was great. And one day I was talking to a friend of mine who was part of the 2030 Club, and he said he's really bummed out because they let it go. And I thought, well, I'll pick it up. I mean, we need a fundraiser. We've been trying to develop our own fundraiser. And that, to me, I love this event. And so I'm also in the Rotary Club, so I talked to the Rotary about it, and they came aboard as well. And it seemed to be a good union between our agency and the Rotary Club. So that's kind of how
it all came about.
It came about, yeah.
So had it stopped for a couple of years? Or?
Right.
Okay.
It stopped for a couple of years, and so we're kind of trying to regenerate it. But in that 2-year period, I think a lot of people saw that format and kind of replicated it in different places. So we're kind of fighting a lot of that. You know, people are like, yeah, I used to do it, but now I do this.
Oh, yeah.
The food tasting thing has
Right.
kind of grown. Actually, what's kind of cool is the 2030 Club, since this event's been going on 25 years, they're 40 and 50 now, and so they're actually in the Rotary.
So there is still, they're not their 20s and 30s
still
anymore.
A connection. I mean, some of the original throwers of it are now.
No, some of them are in the Rotary
Rotary,
Club. Yeah,
so-
some are in the Rotary Club, so it's kind
The
of,
roots are there.
yeah.
Right.
So they have that attraction to it. But
Well, it's probably right up your alley because you get to talk to restaurants, you get to have a great time. And how many restaurants do we have this year?
I think we're on
bringing
about
food?
15.
15?
And there's a VIP lounge, and it has a more exclusive, the Ranchers Club, Elaine's, and Nick and Jimmy's.
Oh, it's some of my
And,
favorite places.
So
Yeah.
for $75, you get the exclusive lounge. There's more sit-down, formal dining in its own section of bleachers. But general admission's only $25. You still get food tasting, wine tasting, beer tasting.
And you get to
enjoy
watch the
the
horses,
show and of course,
watch the competition.
Horses, of course.
Yes.
Right.
Now, are there horse rides for anybody, or is that those are the competition horses and stay away?
they're competition horses and very expensive horses too, I might add.
Right, I'm sure.
So I don't know how many people they would love to be on there either. So
Right.
you know.
But they do get they get a chance to actually spread out at the Expo New Mexico, right?
It's in the dairy barn, so
Right.
it's covered, but it has the open air feel. There's a large ring. It's really gorgeous. It's the kind of horses who, have their hair done, and
Oh, that's awesome.
it's really, really pretty.
That's awesome.
My favorite pony type stuff.
I love it. I love it. And so it's partly Rotary Club, but it's also Share Your Care. And
Right.
you guys both work for Share Your Care also.
Right.
And what do you guys do at Share Your Care?
Well, we deal with the frail elderly and developmentally disabled. We do adult day service for the frail elderly, and then we also have what's called DD service, development disabled services, for people who have developmental disabilities. But it's really, I think both sides of the event are, if you don't have an affinity for older people, then Explore has to do with the youth of our country and people learning and exploring their things that they do in Explore. And as far as what we do at Share Your Care is we take care of people who really are very frail and need that extra attention, and their caregivers, because their caregivers are required to be around them all the time because of their condition.
Right.
And so we give that person a break, and we allow them to have a complete quality of life that normally they wouldn't have. And that's really what we focus on.
That's awesome. So how do you recruit horse people to come to the event? Or did they call you and say, please have this event because we want to have a local competition?
No, actually, you know what it is? We're very spoiled. We have a beautiful young lady named Charlotte Lamont who handles all that for us, and she is a horse person. And she was the contact person originally that the 2030 Club dealt with.
Oh.
So we were able to get a hold of her, and she got right in with us, and she loves our mission as well, and Explorer's mission, and so she's really been excited about it, and thank God for her, because I wouldn't know how to put that part together.
Right.
I believe Charlotte was the president of the Hunter Jumper Association for many years.
Oh, so she knows the whole
she's
whole
pro.
world
She knows what's
there.
up.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. So more importantly, where can I buy one of the cool Hunter Jumper hats and some Hunter Jumper boots?
That's a good question. I would think that Dan's Boots and Saddles would probably be the first place to start. But I'm sure there's places around town that do sell those.
Right.
And if you come to the event, I could probably hook you up with a hat.
There you go.
That'd be awesome.
At least a bowl.
Do you have to wear a hat?
I
know people
I like
do,
to think
'cause
that
in the
Derby
past-
style's encouraged. We have Rodney Bowe Jazz Trio doing some live music, so I kind of like, the Derby vibe is cool. You
Yeah.
can dress up. Fashion's encouraged, but
And then,
come on.
And then one of the things we've added is we've added an after party because, of course, that's who we are.
We love
And
the after parties here at the Brew,
Right.
too.
And
so-
that's free. So if you don't want to come to the horse part
Right.
from 4:30 to 6:30, Vanilla Pop, I don't know if you've seen them. They're an awesome dance band. Free admittance. You can come in and dance with them and party all night. And, till 6:30.
Until 6:30.
That sounds like a
like all
plan.
Yeah.
Yep, right? Well, Derby Style encouraged Albuquerque Equestrian Cup, Sunday, October 25th. And we're back in a couple of seconds. My buddy Collie Shaw is on the show. He's got a brand new
Right.
CD out. We're going to talk to him about that. I think he's going to play a couple of songs for us, too, on the Morning Brew with
We're going to sit right there and watch it.